Hello everyone, my name is Miguel and welcome to SoCal Watch Reviews. Today we are reviewing a brand that's not new to the channel. I've actually featured them twice, and this would be my third feature. This is of course the second hour watches. On my wrist I do have the Gin Clear Diver. I've had this in the collection for actually going on about a year, and I absolutely love this guy, Sellita movement, and it's been amazing. It's been an amazing watch, and today we're going to review their newest design that's actually going to be available via Kickstarter at the end of October 2021. Now, Second Hour is actually an Australian company, and they do some really good stuff as far as packaging. As you can see, this is pretty much what to expect. I'm not sure about the color, of course. It depends, I guess, on the colorway of the dial, but you can see the perforated leather right here with the logo in the middle. And when you open it up, of course, you are greeted with some really cool additional stuff. Let me show you the additional stuff first. So, of course, warranty card and some tools. That is really cool. This particular one has a leather strap. I know, faux pas for some people, dive watches with leather. Oh well, get over it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, look, there's no right or wrong way to wear a watch. Do and wear whatever you want. As you can see right here, the buckle has been signed. Quick release, that's awesome. This is very impressive. I actually was wearing it on the NATO strap, as you can see right there. This is a really cool seatbelt NATO style NATO, and it has the buckle right there that's also been signed. The hardware actually feels really solid on these stainless steel. This is really cool. I actually have one for my Gin Clear, and this little travel pouch, and it actually does come in handy. Now, the giant stride is actually one of two primary entities in the water when scuba diving from a boat or dive platform. It represents a bold leap forward into the unknown, where the diver's skills, experience, and nerve can all be brought to the fore. So that's kind of what giant stride stands for, or what it means. And here is the watch. The watch is very impressive. This is a super compressor style watch, and the watch, of course, is all constructed of 316 L stainless steel, and it actually has polished surfaces and brush surfaces. And honestly, I mean, for the price, you get a lot for your money. Really cool style. I definitely like the crowns on this. They both have been signed, and that dial is amazing. The case does measure in at 42 millimeters. It's 13.2 millimeters thick and 46.7 millimeters from lug to lug, and it has a 20 millimeter lug width. Amazing specs. I really like it. This dial definitely pops. They have different colors. I went for the green because typically I don't like green, but I am very impressed with this dial. The dial is awesome. Of course, we find the logo applied at the 12 o'clock in different textures. I mean, you have this kind of cool thing in the middle, and then around it this kind of radium dial, as some people call it. Applied indices, plenty of lume, some really cool hands with a little bit of red there. Maybe we should get this guy going. Date window at the 6 o'clock, and I like that the date window, I mean, it's wide, and it really plays well with the indices and with the hands. And as you can see, super compressor style right here. It has the rotating bezel, and it's a dual rotating bezel with the crown at the 2 o'clock, and it's really easy to turn. And by the way, everything is screwed down, so that definitely helps with the water resistance of 200 meters and 660 feet. So yeah, I definitely like that rotating bezel, and everything is super easy to screw in, screw out. Of course, Sellita movement, so you could wind it, you could hack it, but we'll go a little bit more into that a little bit later. I like how they just play so well with the white and the blue, and giant stride right there at the 6 o'clock. You see the water resistance and automatic, and it's super cool. And in my opinion, the obviously the dial is kind of the star of the show. And it doesn't matter what color or dial variation you go with, you are going to be extremely pleased. Peter, the owner of the company, he really puts in a lot of work and a lot of effort into not only the design of the watches, but making sure that everything is just really well constructed, and you could tell. I mean, this is just a video, but believe me, I obviously have some first-hand experience with their watches, and I am very happy with the designs. And you know, like I said before, this is only a 46.7 millimeter from lug to lug, and I think it wears awesome on my 6 and 7/8 inch wrist. You know, this watch, if we turn it back, you see the case back, it has a little diver, and again, this is one of those things that I really appreciate about micro brands, when they actually give you these kind of designs, right, for less than $1,000, and you get to see the quality and the thought behind the micro brands much more than bigger brands. They really do care about the watch enthusiast. And now the bracelet, 20 millimeter bracelet, very similar to what I have right here, so it's kind of like an H style link bracelet. It does have screws to size the watch. It's completely solid links, solid end links, really nice clasp. To be honest with you, I like this clasp more than the one on the Gin Clear. It's just really nice. Obviously you don't get that additional security clasp on top, but it's really nice, really well executed. Look at that milling right there, it's really cool. You do get some micro adjust right here. I'll talk about some of the changes that are coming for the actual model. This is a prototype obviously, but I'll talk about some of the changes. But yeah, overall, I mean, it looks well. I mean, it looks really nice. It fits very well. I've used it, you know, around my house and outside of my house, and it actually feels very comfortable. Feels very comfortable on the wrist. And of course, one of the big things for me about this micro brand that I really like is the fact that they're actually using a Swiss movement. They're using the Sellita SW200. Of course, this is a 4 hertz movement. It beats at 28,000 BPH, and you know, 38 hours of power reserve. And really, a lot of people really are starting to respect Sellita movements. I know for a while there, people wanted to kind of poo-poo on them and say that ETA was better, but Sellita actually has some really quality movements in my opinion, and it's cool to see that they kind of steered away from like the NH or the Miyotas, and they actually are giving you a Swiss movement, like I said, for less than $1,000. The lume on this guy is incredible. We have 8 layers of Swiss SuperLuminova BGW9 that's been applied on the indices, on the hands, on the rotating bezel, and also on the little crowns, on the logos of both of the crowns. So there's plenty of lume. So if you're a lume junkie like myself, you are going to love this guy. So yeah, guys, and girls, I really do recommend this watch. Now let me talk about some of the changes. They did send me a message. So the crown wobble is being fixed in production. Honestly, I didn't even notice anything. The case contouring on the bottom side of the case from the profile view to reduce the slab sided feel, so that's pretty cool. So they're going to give us a better reduce the slab a little bit here. Higher grade dowel maker for improved precision and dowel hygiene. I mean, that looks incredible. So if they're gonna make this a little bit better, I can't even imagine. Travel case prototypes will be improved using new materials that allows for better adhesion between layers, eliminating the slight lifting between the top layer and the side. Okay, cool. Well, I like their travel pouches, so that's kind of cool that they're gonna revise that. 4 micro adjustments on the clasp. Okay, so as opposed to 3, we're gonna get an additional one, get it 4. And simplified dials, brand name gone, the giant stripe text gone, so that's cool. So they're gonna simplify the logo. One of the things I would have liked to see is drilled lugs on the case, but that's just me, a little pet peeve that I have with dive watches, just because I'm a guy that loves changing the straps like all the time, guys. So it's something that I would really like to see on this. By the way, it does have a let me check, a sapphire crystal, and of course, you know, what do you expect? It's a dome sapphire crystal with 6 layers of clear AR coating, and it's actually in the inside of the crystal, not on the outside. You know, we've seen Omega Seamaster do that, and it scratches off and makes it look pretty ugly. So in my opinion, I think they did the right thing. You know, they definitely executed this very well. It's a very wearable watch. It's a very nice watch. So yeah, if you're interested, you know, go to their Kickstarter campaign and pledge you know, whatever it is that they're asking, because I really do recommend watches from Second Hour Watches. The owner, like I said, Peter, is a really nice guy, very attentive. If you ever have any questions, they always get back to you, and to me that's super important with any watch brand. I don't care if you're a micro brand or a big brand or whatever. customer service is imperative, and second, our watch is always there, you know, to respond to any questions, any concerns. But anyway, guys, this is a clear winner for me. I do want to make it very clear, I'm not being paid. I don't get to keep the watch. This is actually going to go off to some of my friends. I just really like the brand. I believe in what they're doing. I really encourage everyone to check one out in the metal if you ever get a chance. They do have different models, but again, this is a giant stride, and it will be available at the end of October. So with that said, guys, please comment, like, subscribe. It means a ton. We're almost at 4,000 subscribers, give or take, you know, about 3,300. But yeah, it means a lot. Go to my Instagram page, SoCal Watch Reviews. Follow me there. Typically I do my reviews very scripted, but I've been really busy, to be honest with you. So I just set up my equipment and I wanted to do this review because I was so anxious to show you guys this beautiful watch. So anyway, guys and girls, thank you so much for watching, and remember, stay humble.